towards a dead roof. Whey! So it goes again, friends. Welcome back to the Mud Pie Caviar channel. Good to have ya. I'm out here doing some serious miles today on my Saddlemen Step Up seat, which I gotta say is breaking in absolutely beautifully. Still absolutely love the seat. Super comfortable. Really holds me in position with that lovely sort of back step up support. You can really get on the throttle and you're just locked in. All the torque in the world isn't going to budge you back. Very, very cool. So I've been riding on this seat for about 5,500 kilometers. So it's well and truly broken in now. It's mellowed out, softened up a bit, really conforms to my body shape, and it just honestly gets better with every passing week. I found it pretty comfy straight out of the box, to be honest. A lot of people talk about it's very firm, and that's true, but I think because I'm a pretty light sort of guy, I'm 5'11" and just under 70 kilos, so the firmness didn't bother me at all. I found it comfortable straight away, and I was actually quite pleasantly surprised at, like, I don't know, maybe 500 or so kilometers in, I just noticed one day, I'm like, holy shit, this is so comfortable. I can really feel that it's yielded and it's softened up a bit and really has taken on my body shape. So it's been customized by my arse perfectly. The craftsmanship, the workmanship, the stitching, everything is absolutely bang on, still as if it came out of the box today. And I can tell that it's just going to hold up for years. It's very, very well made, beautiful product. And the price tag can be a bit daunting. They are very expensive, but the way I look at it is it's such an integral part of the bike. You know, you've got the bike you love, the seat is kind of such an important point of contact. You know, it's where you get so much feedback from the road and from your bike. You want to be in a position that you find comfortable, especially over long distances, and if you're doing some decent travel, you know. So for me, the price tag is definitely worth it. It's a hugely important part of the puzzle, you know, to get that brighter triangle. It's all about those points of contact, you know, handlebar grips, handlebar shape, pullback, height, all that, seat position. Like when I put the step up on this 2020 Street Bob, it changed my position significantly. Like I find I was a little bit further away from the bars, which is weird because some people feel like it brings them closer, but for me it brought me up and back a little bit. So these bars now feel just that little bit too far forward, but I don't want to bring them back because then they're going to be a bit too low for me. I just kind of, I'm just going to get some new bars, you know, that, and position them exactly where I want them. But from the moment I hopped on the Saddlemen and just gave it that first big sort of twist of the throttle, and I was just locked in position, I was just like, oh hell yeah, I made the right choice. Like it just, I felt more in control of that acceleration, because with the stock seat, if you really get on the throttle, you can feel yourself coming back away. You know, your arms are going to stretch out and you're like, whoa, and you're kind of like, you're almost hanging off the throttle, and it feels awesome because it's fucking, you know, beautiful 107. But when you've got the step up to lock you in, you can just, I don't know, really fucking wind on, and you don't move an inch. And I love it when my missus comes riding with me. She jumps on the back, but she does love to point out that when I got the step up seat, I didn't get the option that has the special magic gel for the pillion, so she doesn't get this beautiful, super comfortable memory gel or whatever they put in it. Only I get that. So she loves to mention how much of a cheapskate I am for not giving her the maximum comfort. But I mean, it is a 2-up seat, but in all honesty, it's clearly not designed to have someone on the back for a long journey. They're going to get pretty fed up back there after a few hundred miles, because it is quite a narrow, you know, it's certainly not some beautiful sort of touring seat where you've got a backrest and, you know, and look, basically a, you know, road sofa or something. But that's not what I wanted it for anyway, so, you know, I plan on doing those kind of miles, but I don't think Mrs. Mudpie would necessarily join me for multiple day trips. But I can be in this seat for 6 hours at a time, and before I even think about fidgeting or, you know, trying to like go from one cheek to the other and get comfortable, like it's a full 6-hour ride non-stop before I even notice any discomfort. So for me, that says everything. Yeah, and the other thing, as well as sort of bringing me up a little bit and a little bit back, because this bike has mid controls, which I love. I know a lot of people are gonna, like, straight away they want to get forward controls. I mean, forward controls are super comfy, but I really like these mids on this bike. It just kind of suits that kind of bobber aesthetic, you know, that sort of slightly more aggressive riding position where, you know, you can really press on the pegs, lean the bike over. I mean, I know you can do all that with the forwards as well, but I find the Saddlemen stretched out my legs just that little bit more on the mids, which made them even better in my opinion. So that's another positive outcome. Another positive is it's just a beautiful looking seat, whether you go the cross stitch pattern or I went the tuck and roll. I mean, I love both, but I just went tuck and roll because, I don't know, I just saw less of them, and for me it's a bit more of a classic stitch pattern. You know, the other pattern, I love it, but in the end the tuck and roll was just a bit less common, I guess. But all in all, big fan of the seat. I liked it straight away, and I've only grown to love it more and more over almost 6,000 kilometers worth of riding on it. And I know other people have done a hell of a lot more and their seat is still brand new basically. It's very, very solid product. Very, very well made. Super nice stitching. Great quality materials. You know, very expensive, but like I say, it's gonna last as long as you want the seat. Like, it'll last until you decide that you want to change it up. So, you know what I mean? You'll change your mind before you change or wear out the seat, I reckon. you just, you know, it's rare to see products like that in this day and age. You know, everything's just made to wear out, throw away and replace, you know, because we love, in this modern society, we just love getting new shit constantly, and we're all guilty of the same addiction. But it's good to see products that feel like they're really in it for the long haul. Alright, I've made it to the Mount Carbine Hotel. I'm going to stop in for a tasty cold beverage. Alright guys, hope you found the video helpful. If you're on the fence about getting a Saddlemen Step Up, I would strongly recommend. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up, all that jazz. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.